Hello everyone, welcome to Nature's Realm. Today we are going to talk about the Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert is a really big and sandy place in Africa. It's like a giant sandbox stretching out for a super long distance. When we talk about the topography of the Sahara, we mean the land and how it looks. Now the picture this, doors of sand like hills and dunes. These aren't your average sand piles at the beach. These are massive mounds that can be as tall as a skyscraper. The desert isn't just all sand though. There are also rocky areas where the ground is hard and not so sandy. Imagine walking on a mix of soft sand and hard rocks. It's quite a bumpy ride. The Sahara has these things called an oasis. An oasis is like a magical spot in the desert where there's water. Picture a small pond or a little lake surrounded by palm trees. It's like nature's surprise party in the middle of all that sand. People and animals depend on oases for water, as it's really hard to find water in the rest of the desert. Now let's talk about the animals that call the Sahara home. These animals are super tough because the Sahara can be a pretty harsh place. One famous animal is the dromedary camel. They're like the desert zone superheroes. Camels have long legs and a hump on their back, which stores fat to keep them going when there's not much food around. They can go for a long time without drinking water, and their bushy eyebrows protect their eyes from the blowing sand. Another cool creature in the Sahara is a fennec fox. Imagine a tiny fox with big ears. It's like having satellite dishes on their head. These big ears help them stay cool in the hot desert, and they're also great listeners for finding food. Fennec foxes are like the desert's little detective. Birds are also part of the Sahara crew. The sand grouse is a bird that's like a water delivery service for your chicks. It can fly really far to find water and then bring it back to share with its babies. Teamwork in the desert. Speaking of water, there's a special bird called the flamingo that likes to hang out in the Sahara oasis. Flamingos are tall and pink, and they love to wade in the water. It's like having a fancy feathery party in the oasis. So the Sahara isn't just a big pile of sand, it's a place with hills and rocks, surprise oases and some really tough animals. Even though it might seem like a tough spot to live, the Sahara wildlife has some awesome tricks up their sleeves to survive in the sandy wonderland. Another desert dweller is the spiny-tailed lizard, also known as the dub. Picture a lizard with spiky scales on its tails. It's like a miniature dinosaur. These lizards are experts at digging burrows in the sand, providing them with a cozy home and protection from the scorching sun. Now let's talk about plants. While the Sahara might seem like a place where nothing can grow, there are some hardy plants that call it home. One tough customer is the date palm. These palms are like the desert chefs, producing delicious dates that not only taste good, but also provide essential nutrients for the people and animals living in the Sahara. Imagine a sea of cold and sand dunes stretching as far as the eye can see. These dunes aren't just heaps of sand, they have different shapes and sizes, creating a mesmerizing landscape. Some dunes are like crescent moons, while others stand tall like mountains. The wind constantly sculpts and reshapes these dunes, making the desert a living, breathing work of art. The Sahara also has this incredible feature called the Arc Chabi, which is a massive area filled with enormous orange sand dunes. It's like a gigantic playground of sand which you can climb to the top and feel like the king or queen of the desert for a moment. Despite the seemingly endless stretches of sand, the Sahara experiences occasional rainfall, and during these times, something magical happens. Desert comes to life with colorful wildflowers that bloom in the most unexpected place. It's like a burst of joy and beauty in the midst of arid landscape. In conclusion, the Sahara isn't just a vast expanse of sand. It's a dynamic and diverse ecosystem with full of remarkable plants and animals that have adapted to survive in one of the most harshest environments on Earth. From camels trekking across the dunes to fennec foxes with their giant ears, the Sahara's topography and wildlife are a testament to nature's incredible ability to thrive even in the most challenging conditions.